Our final presenter in this pension fund segment is Jacky Chen. He was an investment research assistant in the portfolio construction group at OP Trust. Please welcome Jacky Chen to the stage.
Thank you, Professor Seiko, for the introduction. My name is Jacky. This past winter, I had the opportunity to work at OP Trust in their portfolio construction group. So in OP Trust, we believe in that we can pay pensions today and preserve pensions for tomorrow. As the group that oversees the total fund asset and liability management, our group goal is exactly aligned with our company goal. Everything we do is for the ultimate goal of that having our pensioners never be worried of their pension payments ever. So during my 4-month stay in OP Trust, I've worked in 3 different projects. This project one that I'm gonna talk to you about is the one that I think is the most impactful one and the one that I spend most of my time on. So in this project, I was instructed to develop a liquidity simulation model for the total fund. And why is that important, you might ask? So it's important because we're a total fund that have leverage, liquid asset allocation, pension contributions and payments, and derivatives. So it's a very complicated structure. And without this kind of liquidity simulation model, it's impossible for us to forecast our future liquidity. And if we don't have liquidity, it doesn't matter that if our pension fund is funded or not, we won't be able to pay out our pension payments anyways. So in the past, we have a Excel-based liquidity simulation model, but there are several issues with it. So one of the issues is that it's extremely slow. So it takes us 2 hours to run one simulation of one asset classes, which is impossible to do since we need to run multiple asset mixes. So for the new model, our goal is to develop a much faster algorithm while reducing the likelihood of human errors and increase the overall flexibility of our model so we can add the lead accounts more easily. That's why we decided to develop a tree structure algorithm on Python, which does exactly that, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more about in my next slide. So in the end, our model successfully reduced the time it takes to run one simulation from 2 hours to only 15 minutes. And it's a lot easier now to add and delete accounts under total fund. And we have many data checks that could potentially spot errors before it presents. So here we have a simple tree structure algorithm. At the top, we have the root node, which in our case will be our total fund. Under that, we have the Q and R. Those are the children nodes. And the way the model works is by if you want to see the performance of any parent node, you can just, it would just be the average performance of its children nodes. So for example, if I want to find the performance or the weight of M, it would just be the average of H and I. So by doing it this way, we completely eliminate any chance of double counting any nodes or not counting it at all. In addition to that, for those of you who might be a little bit more know a little bit more about programming, in the past, if we don't have this kind of established structure, if we want to find the weight of any node, let's say M, we have to search every single node to find which ones is its parent children. But since we have this established structure, we can look at H and I right away, which saves a lot of time. And this is the most important reason why our model is so much more efficient than the Excel-based model. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Jacky. His supervisor at OP Trust was Michael Bonazza, who was not able to be with us today, but sent a remark, which I'm reading to you, and I quote, Jacky made valuable contributions to our team. He has strong quantitative modeling skills and helped to recode an Excel-based portfolio simulation tool in Python to increase flexibility of the model and speed up the runtime. This helped to improve our analytics and freed up our analysts' time. So that's very nice. Congratulations, Jacky. Very nice quote. Now for the questions, if anybody has a question, please use the raise hand button in the reactions tab. Turn on your camera and unmute your mic. We'll bring you on stage to ask your question. You can also type your question into the chat and Michael will read it for us. My question to you, Jacky, is what new skills or mindsets did you acquire during your internship?
Thank you for the question, Professor Seiko. So I think the most important skill I learned during my time at OP Trust is the ability to align our company goal or our team goal with whatever we learned in school. So for example, we all know what factor investing is, and we all learn that in school. However, it's usually about chasing that alpha and outperforming the market benchmark. However, in pension fund, these things are totally different. It doesn't matter that we outperform the market or not. All we care about is being able to pay out our pension payments. So for example, let's say we have a market shock event and the market portfolio only just lost 10% and our portfolio only lost 5%. For any other asset management company, that would be a very good thing since we just produced a 5% alpha and outperform the market benchmark. However, in pension fund, that 5% loss could very well impact our ability to pay out our pension payments. Therefore, it's we have to alter our mindset of factor investing and actually use it to reduce risk and cut down that tail risk. So by being able to spot this our goal and to alter or whatever we learned in school is the most important thing I learned at OP Trust.
That's great. Thank you.